Hey friends, I'm Jonathan Wallace, lead pastor of Getwell Church. One of the greatest privileges of my life is to get to be a part of a community where we help one another follow Jesus in every aspect of our lives. And really that is the call that we have, to follow Jesus in every way, in every part of our lives. The problem is we have a world and a spiritual enemy that does not want to see that happen. But thankfully, we have a God who loves us so very much that He gives us certain gifts, certain tools that we can use in our lives to better follow Jesus day in and day out. We might call these things spiritual disciplines or spiritual practices, and they're so very important in our journey of following Jesus together. So as a church, we want to emphasize some of these practices to help one another follow Jesus more faithfully. And our first spiritual emphasis as a church is going to be an emphasis on community. Community is so incredibly important. We all need relationships. We all need community as we seek to follow Jesus. And we need to help one another in every aspect of life. There's going to be moments in our lives where we need somebody to step in. Maybe we go through a difficult time, or we have a challenging decision, or maybe we just want to celebrate something wonderful that's happened in life. And the flip is also going to be true as well. There's going to be other people in our lives that need us at certain moments. And if we're going to be able to step into those places, we need to be engaged week in and week out so we can be ready when the moment comes. Now, together, we can help one another to build community in following Jesus. But we need to be intentional because it does not happen by accident. We live in a world that's busier than ever. And so there are distractions and things pulling us away from real relationship. We live in a world where we have more information than we've ever had before. And so maybe we're confusing knowing about things with knowing people. Perhaps we know what somebody's going through or what's happening in their lives, but are we connected with them? You see, here's what real community requires of us. Number one, we need face-to-face connection. Are we spending time with people over time? We need people that we're engaged with, number two, to support us and encourage us, and sometimes even challenge us. We need to have relationships that are built so strong that we can hold one another accountable and push one another to follow Jesus day in and day out. So as a church, we want to help one another to do this. Here are some ways that we encourage you to seek community in your life. Number one is just to look for opportunities around you. Who are the people that you run in the same circles with or engage in the same activities with? Who are you neighbors with? Who do you see at church on Sundays or Wednesdays or in other activities? Who are people that you have the same values with or same interests with? Use those platforms as opportunities to reach out. Understand that all of us need community, and we often are waiting for other people to reach out to us when perhaps God is calling us to take the initiative to reach out to others. So what are those opportunities that you can start right where you are? But we also want to create some opportunities for you here at our church and our church body, whether you go to South Haven or Hernando. And so let me share with you some of the ways that we're working to help you create community. For those of you that attend our South Haven campus, here's some ways that we're providing for you to connect with others. On Sunday mornings, we're beginning a new focus on Sunday morning groups. You can find a group at 8:15 or 9:30 or 11 o'clock. These group Bible studies are designed to help you grow in your faith, learn about Scripture, but also to connect with others. We've got some ways that you can sign up for that on our website. If you're here on a Sunday morning, you can find a QR code that'll take you to where you need to be, and you can sign up for that group. If Sunday morning doesn't work for you, maybe you're serving on Sunday morning or you've got other challenges that make that difficult for you, we've got some Wednesday night options as well. We have Wednesday night life groups. These are small groups of 10 to 12 people who are engaging life on life, getting to know one another, praying with one another, talking about real life scenarios as we seek to follow Jesus together. If you're going to be here on a Wednesday night, but a life group is not for you, or maybe you have a life group that meets at another time of the week, we're also going to offer a handful of large classes designed with specific topics and content around following Jesus day in and day out in our lives. We really encourage you to seek out these options. Community does not happen by accident. It's something that we've got to pursue together. I'm reminded of what the writer of Hebrews wrote in Hebrews 10:25 when he challenges us to not neglect meeting with one another. This central part of our faith journey, meeting with one another, joining our lives together, is so critically important. None of us are meant to do this alone. And so I encourage you, find a way to connect, find a way to build relationships where we don't just know about what's happening in the lives of others, but we truly know them. I'm praying for you, I'm praying for me that we can continue to pursue this together. As we say in our mission statement, it's not just about following Jesus, but it's pursuing him together, helping, encouraging, challenging one another along the way. May you truly find community, not just here at Getwell, but in your life. And may you help others as they help you to follow Jesus every day of your life.